Well, hello, and welcome to Stop Let's Team Up. I'm Ross and I'm here with Kirby, and we're going to do this month's 4 for 4. So this is 4 for 4, number 12. And we are saying good, we're Reed and Sue get married this time, and the amazing Joe Sinnott shows up for the first time. And he doesn't go away for a long, long time, which is a good thing. Hey,
Yeah,
Kirby, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, Ross. Man, am I glad we're kicking Vince Colleta to the curb on this one.
Woohoo! Yeah, folks, we're gonna be mean. Just and
Oh,
I'm gonna laugh, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this is Vince Colleta was a wonderful artist. There are times he used mute. There's some in here, a few issues, but some of the last ones of he inked and prior to these two look pretty good.
there's
But they're all the stories, and I think what's going on in these issues, which are these, we're getting into that prime time where we're going to jump from important arcs or intros one after another for a bit because
yeah.
it's Black Panther, it's Galactus. I forget what's after that, but we're hitting that kind. There's this little sweet spot right here, and adding Joe Sinnott as inker, we see it shift this book. I think we'll talk about, but I think the book makes it the beginning of a transition into what it would kind of be for the way out into the future. But we'll get to that. But let's so we're covering issues, what is it, 40 shit.
43, annual number 3, 44, and 45.
Yes, so 43 is the first one. Oh crap, we were gabbing and I did not pull up fandom wiki, but the first one is the end of an arc. The one is that, I'm
L-
god
Lo, there shall be an ending.
yeah, I forget what arc it is because I've been jumping between these Dan Slott FF and Volume 5 archive. So
This is the end of the second Frightful Four arc, second or third Frightful Four.
okay.
Yeah, to where we left off last time. The
Mhm.
thing has been mind controlled by the wizard along with Johnny Storm.
Okay, that's the one. And I've been reading like everything I read because last night I read some of Volume 5, and it was a Frightful Four story. I was like, Christ Almighty, man, it's nothing but Frightful Four stories. But I've been doing some research on them, and I'm like, oh wow, they are more important than I thought they were. So I'm finding this. So this first issue, they
Vi-
release date July 8th, 1965, cover date October 1965. Um, written by Stan, pencils by Jack, inks by Vinnie Colleta, art by
uh,
letters by Art Semick, and editor Stan Lee. I'm not going to really do synopsises for these, right? For we're just kind of going to go through this one. Um, but what do you think about the cover?
it's the best part of this issue.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Because
E-
yeah.
Even with it being inked by Coletta here on the cover, it felt like he actually did take a little care to it. I think
Oh,
the thing.
it's night and day. It is
y-
really because he is a good artist. If you see any of his 50s art and stuff like that, when he's working and I think it was just he was the guy to go to when you needed something done in 2, 3 days. And it's just, and it, this is nice. Why doesn't the inside look like that?
I know because like the thing has some shading here. You can see it being uneven and craggy. He looks like how everyone wants the thing to look. It's like Johnny doesn't look bad. Reed and Sue, there isn't, and even the ton of gray on this cover doesn't isn't off-putting to me like it has been sometimes in the past.
Yeah, because it's a half dash. It's not inked well. I mean, that's so detailed, and it's like I mean, the limitations of printing are re. I notice them a lot more
Yeah.
as we do these, especially when I'm doing something that's like I got the GI Joe and the Transformer compendiums, volume ones, and they're done on kind of a comic style, so they look like they did, and I'm like, oh man, this was more basic than I remember it. like, oh yeah, you're not going to put any nuance on a building in the background because you can't do it. It's just
Right.
physically not possible. But on a cover you can, and I think it's a wonderful cover. It's the best. It's the most interesting thing on this whole issue in a lot of ways, because folks, it is the end. Let's kind of basically they're chased by the Frightful. Reed and Sue are chased by the Frightful Four. Johnny and Ben are are being controlled by the wizard. They all have discs on. Reed does something. The disc malfuncture gives him some time. The bad guys send him. They get Ben. They try to revive him. Then we have another chase scene and a fight, and then Johnny and Ben are freed and they save the day. There is the first two parts I felt of this were interesting because I remember me enjoying them more.
Yeah,
But
same here. And
this is 2 pages that you put at the end of an issue.
yeah, this is really decompressed. Like the best part is like it turns out, oh, Johnny was faking being mind controlled to try and screw up the Frightful Four's plans, but it's like I don't know if that warrants a whole issue.
It's like a bad Legion plot. It's like a Silver Age Legion plot. This is a one and done that plot where, oh, one of the characters was doing something in the background and we didn't show you. And it's kind of like, I'm not one to say show, don't tell in comics, because I think comics are show and tell.
Hmm.
But this is set with sometime it's like, yeah, I need you to fucking tell me because what the fuck is good, it's that thing. This is the thing. No, it's not going to be the last time I wince a little bit. Um,
Not even in this episode.
no, not even. Yeah, that's what I said. I said, shit, we're gonna go to next episode, and I'm gonna wins. I just there it's that thing about the trouble I'm having with Silver Age FF, because I don't give it the same chance I give Silver Age Legion or Silver Age DC, and it's just basically because I've read Silver Age DC at a maybe a little younger age. I don't know because I don't find it. I think DC was better at Silver Age. I think Marvel learns and is learning in this magazine, and we're going to see it happen more and more. The soap opera aspect
Yep.
and the continuity aspect. They are leaning into it here. The annual has so many references to where other people are or why not their places because they are mapping this crap out somewhere. It seems.
Yeah, like we break apart to for like what 3 panels just to set up where Doctor Doom's going to be in the annual. It's,
Yeah, that was more interesting than the rest of the story. That's
it,
what's sad about it. It just doesn't feel like a one and done. If I was a kid, I think it's like they had to be readable as a single issue. Yes, you
right.
can read this as a single issue. There's enough of a flashback to tell you that Ben and Johnny have been turned, blah, blah, blah. And that works. But it's a one and done. It's like the kids, they don't know if they're going to get issue 44 or they're going to get, or they read 42. I just don't think it works as well. And I think, and then, it's just, Stan and Jack aren't perfect. That's good to know. This isn't this glowing, I kind of like that I'm not loving it in a way.
I get that. Because like it does show honestly, if I were a betting man, and I am, it's a real problem. Um, their energy was focused more on the annual, I think, and that includes Colleta here because if you go to page, I think it's 14 in panel one, that's just fucking unacceptable.
Hold
Art
on. I got,
on, oh yep, yeah,
wait,
take your time, but it's like you see all of the Colleta shorthand. It's like Medusa's mask throughout this entire issue changes panel to panel, like even on the same page.
oh,
It's
the
like,
Trapster's uniform is detailed to being a flesh suit
yeah,
at one point.
it's
What was the page on that one?
page 14, the first panel. So yeah,
What the fuck? See, that's not Jack.
that is
That
all
wizard
Colletta.
figure is not Jack. Jack would never allow that to happen. And I bet it wasn't drawn that way. There is he I don't know, man. There's also okay, I'm looking at the on a digital, so it is a little crisper.
Sure.
Um, but and the colors are a little more vibrant. Uh so this actually looks like better inking, but I bet on yours, does it look a little sketchier, a little lightly inked?
Yeah, it looks very lightly inked. Like
Good.
the
Then that's me
beard.
one because I read it when I reread it. I read it in the Omni, but when I do the podcast, I don't. I'm folks. I'm laying flat on my butt in bed because I fell. I had old man fall and broke my foot. Um, and it's different, but I remember these look like they were half done.
Man, in the epic, it's just like it just looks like Colleta just like I'm like, okay, here's a couple of streaks for his beard. It looks awful. It looks half-assed. Like there's no expression on Medusa at all. It's just like a blank face for her. You can barely tell her hair is moving. It just
Oh wow,
looks
that may not
off.
be my image in here. It looks like they may have tidied it up.
Okay.
I know they do some tidying up, but that's oh man. Yeah, it's rough, folks. I mean, he has and God, I don't my brother has this thing about Vinny fucks up everything. He sold a piece of art that was Paul Galassi from Giant Size Shang-Chi 3 with Shang-Chi and the thing. And he's, well, it probably worth nothing. Vinny inked it, didn't ink it. I said, dude, it's Paul Galassi, Shang-Chi. You're okay. This thing, if I'd known you had this, I'd have stolen it. Uh, but but Vinny he gets a bad rap, and I really don't like him. He inked some. I he, if I'm correct, he inked some of the Action Legion. I don't know. They're just I remember
He
some D.
inks the Legion tabloid, and it's like,
Oh
guys,
my God, what the fucking that's a war crime.
yeah, like you know what? Let Grell have a little time. Let him ink himself in that, and boom, you have like the most gorgeous DC comic ever made.
Yeah, it is so. Oh my God, it is so terrible. It's and and it's such as a treasury edition, it really shows.
Oh, ugh.
And if I was Mike Grell, I'd have been fucking pissed.
But for some reason they let him ink Grell again throughout his Warlord run, which oh my God.
Well, that might have been Grell couldn't keep up.
Okay, okay.
If he's
That's
inking
fair,
you,
but
if you're
still.
drawing every issue and he's inking you, you couldn't keep up.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know. I saw that Warlord Omnibus One was solicited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's only I don't know. Let's not derail us with my
No,
thoughts on.
no. I
Yeah.
just wanted to say that before, so I wouldn't forget at the end. But yeah, and guess what? Vinny couldn't fuck up my grill. It still looked okay, but
It's yeah.
you can't, But he really does damage to this issue. I mean, I think he really does.
Like it's like I said, I think his focus, even not to jump ahead, but even for the annual, it feels like he's really slapdashing it in this issue and throughout
Yeah,
43.
yeah. I'd love my brother Hugh probably could say why he probably knows the story inside out because he was someone when he went to comic shop steadily bought Jack Kirby Collector every quarter. It's because it's quarterly or something like that. And they're still putting it out, so there's still stuff to talk about, I
Hmm.
guess. But sometimes I think I buy Alter Ego and back issue, and so I'm like, haven't you guys covered this like 6 times already? But yeah, it's just I'd like to know the history because we've talked about it that Jack got pissed and said something. Um, I mean, it has made and had made comments that he didn't like when Coletta fucked up his heart, and he has one more chance to do it. Annual 3, the wedding of Reed and Sue. So why don't we move on to that? Because
Yeah.
that comic's at least fun.
Yeah, this
Right.
one's at least fun.
Yeah, it's not annuals are either great or mediocre. I don't know. There's some really bad ones in the 80s.
Yeah,
But
annuals
this
I
one,
think even now are just a total crapshoot.
I actually read a couple this year that were actually pretty good. I was like, were you trying? How dare you? It's an annual. Um, so this is Fantastic Four annual number 3. It was published on July 1st, 1965, cover date October 1965. Creative team, same on his last, Lee, Kirby, Colleta, Goldberg, Simic, and Lee editing. The title of the story is Bedlam at the Baxter Building. The and Fantastic Four, folks. I'm not going to do a Fantastic Four lineup until it changes, so I probably won't do one for another 20 issues. uh, um, but we got to look at the everybody from the Marvel universe appears.
Yeah. Um, the most surprising thing, and they're all on this cover.
They
Like,
are. This is like, is this the first like comic line team up? Everybody happens.
yeah, because outside, unless, because even like the JLA, JSAs, which were going on at this point, that still wasn't like everybody from the DC universe. Like, you don't have
Yeah,
all the sidekicks yet in there, and
yeah. It's like showcase number. Oh, and then showcase 100 is not for another 10 years,
13 years, yeah, whatever it
13
is.
years, which is the first kind of real cry. And that's not everybody,
Nope.
but this is everybody.
Yeah,
And I forgot, I was dreading this one.
really?
I
Okay.
was dreading it because I have read it before in a reprint, and I was like, I just don't get it. It's not Vinnie Colleta. Yeah, he deserves that. But I really enjoyed it this time because it was what it was, a celebration.
Yes.
It is funny. The team, you get to see everybody in action at the wedding. Um, you get to see a bunch of different villains.
Yeah. The thing that surprised me the most is like you only get like one Spider-Man villain in this whole thing.
Yeah,
And
who
not
is it?
even it's Electro. So not even one of like the top
Oh,
tier
but he had
ones.
fought Johnny.
Oh, okay, there
He
you go
probably, I
then.
think him and Spidey, I think he may have fought Johnny and Spidey in a Strange Tales.
Okay.
Maybe I may be wrong. I may be wrong.
Oh,
Um, because I
uh,
thought it was, I really thought it was everybody, and I forgot he was in it. And I remember going, "Why is he in it? He looks really good, drawn by Jack." Um, but no, it has everybody. The X-Men, the Avengers, old and new, because this is the quirky Quir- Caps quirky quartet.
hmm.
Um,
You get Patsy Walker, you get Millie the
yeah.
model.
Oh, I like Patsy Hellcat. Go get your claws. Get in the fight now. I love Patsy. I love
Yeah,
Patsy.
same here.
Um, yeah. So it's everybody, and it looks good. And we've bashed Vinny, but he really there's times in this it's criminal.
I just flipped to the Red Ghost in his Super Apes, and holy God, like that's unacceptable.
Yeah. What page is that on?
That is on page 4.
All right. Good.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not making you skip to the end on that time.
No, no.
I
You know what? I think my digital copy's tidied up because this looks way better. So does the middle the oh my god. Oh yeah, the monkey right to his next to his gun hand, that looks like the face was drawn on after the fact.
Yeah, that's exactly how it like there's barely any indication of fur. These don't look like apes.
No. Okay, here's what I want to tell you. If you
Okay.
look at Millie and Patsy,
Uh-huh.
if I'm oh my
They look
god,
good.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh.
Where you are, you Google. Hold on a second. What time? They do. They look like they. It's that kind of weird thing where they make them look. You're making the people look like they do in their own comics. So the artist is required to
Like follow
draw,
them.
draw them
Uh,
in that, or I don't think they someone else drew them. But I wanted to look something else up. I have a
oh, I
feeling.
thought you were going to tell me that like these were whoever the artists were and they just drew over Jack's.
Well, that's what I'm kind of thinking. If it's in there. Oh man, there's so much stuff in this book. Hold on. That's not what I'm thinking. My thinking is who was the regular penciler on Millie the Model and Patsy? And could it be a Mr. Vinnie Colleta?
Oh. Do, do, do,
Because
do.
it's like Don Heck. Don Heck grew up doing detective and romance comics. Um, um,
Let's see. So wow, Millie the Model last is way older than I thought.
oh yeah, it's from the 30s.
1945 is the first issue. Oh my God. Now, granted, obviously I know, yeah, comics were very different models and all that back in the day. So I'm just gonna click on a random one from 1965. Let's see. Stan Goldberg, it looks like I'm seeing for at least this random issue I clicked on from the 65.
Oh my Jesus Christ. I'm not, you know who drew Patsy Walker?
No, who drew Patsy Walker?
Al Jaffe from Mad Magazine.
You know what? I'm actually kind of not surprised by that because sometimes in the random Mad magazines I have, you'll just out of nowhere get like a really gorgeous woman for a couple of gags. So
Yeah, no,
that
it
actually
makes
kind of tracks for me. That's
oh
okay.
oh my God. So there's a note in Patsy Walker's 60 where Vinny did do some pencils. He was not an artist on the book. This is
Okay.
Patsy Walker 60. So the reference here is we're gonna have a tangent because Patsy's a god.
Yeah.
Defenders 89 reveals that the Patsy Walker stories published between 1944 and 1965 were fictional works of Dorothy Walker of Earth 3616 that were loosely based upon the real life of her daughter Patricia, who later became the costume hero Hellcat.
That is a one of those retcons that I am 100% fine with.
That I didn't know that. That's good to know. I didn't remember that little tidbit. I really should read some more. I should do more Defenders reread because I haven't in a while. But let's go back. Yeah, so my theory was wrong. I was thinking maybe Vinny was really good as a penciler, and I just don't know. I don't know what he did other than this. He may have done romance, a detective, and because there was other stuff to do, and he'd been around since the 40s. So, but he really does this book no favors. And Millie do look great. Millie and them do look great. Um, so I don't really have any. We got to touch on so much stuff. We have Doc Strange show up, and he basically randomly banishes Red Ghost and the monkeys into some
Number
hellscape.
Yeah, and it's like it's not explained if how the Red Ghost escaped from the last time he was sent into limbo.
Oh, he's escaped. I've escaped just to thwart your wedding. Oh crap! He threw me back.
God damn. If there's one downside, I think, to this annual story, it's that yes, we get everyone else in the Marvel universe, but that also means the Fantastic Four kind of get lost in their own story.
I
Uh,
think that's kind of the point in a way,
okay,
because it's in the background of a wedding. You feel a little like, my wedding that morning, I said goodbye to my wife, and then I was just isolated in kind of a room with my groomsmen.
right, yeah,
We had a little brunch. Everybody that we all this family friends had a let's use their house, and they catered. They gave as a gift. They fed us, and or we paid for that.
Mhm.
We get ate, and then all of a sudden you're in this little isolation. It gets more and more, and then it just got down to I had to go by myself, and I just had Victoria with me, my best friend, because it was
Mhm.
like, okay, this shit's fucking happen, that. So I kind of like that. That is, and it's that their friends are helping them. The friends are like, oh shit, man, they're crashing the party. Let's beat these bad guys up for our friends. Um, so were the X-Men invited as the X-Men? Do they just all show up in the house?
Yeah, that's one thing. It's like basically everyone like who got invited to their uh wedding engagement party announcement party, they're all there. Man, oh man, that's kind of how I'm taking it. And it's Spider-Man's there because you kind of can't not have this and at least have him show for at least I think it's only two panels and he's saving Hawkeye from a fallen safe that the Enchantress conjured up.
Yeah.
There is one thing here though, if we're going to talk. So the story is wrapped up basically because the Watcher, who cannot interfere, but he's going to take Reed back to his house to give him a full array of like, pick wherever you want to save the day, but I can't interfere.
Oh my God. Um. Okay, Vinny's inks on page 20 in that beautiful photo thing. The Watcher looks like a dude with a diaper fetish.
That is exactly what that is.
Like
It's
it really looks uncomfortable. It's like Reed's like, dude, can you cover that shit?
just a little more, please.
Lower that, man. But it's yeah, he gives it, and then he gives this some elaborate device that sucks them all back and sends them to their immediate
So
back.
Yeah, right, like right back where they started from before Doom's like mind control device, because that's how like why every villain's here is like Doctor Doom just cannot handle the fact Reed and he wants to just screw up Reed and Sue's life, and let's just mind control as many people as we can. And oh, to the story's credit is they do explain why Namor and the Hulk aren't here because like they're out of range, and it's like okay, at least like that you explain give it an explanation.
And you don't have them fighting for him. I think
Yeah,
it's also because they're using them as heroes in their own book.
yeah.
Um, and then the finale is they're in they have the chop they're at the chapel, they get married, and they don't let Jack or Stan in.
Yeah. So, which in Rise of the Silver Surfer, they basically just have Stan recreate the scene himself. So, you know what? Of all the annoying Stan Lee cameos, that's one of the least egregious ones.
Yeah, they're all egregious in my opinion. There's
They
some
are. Trust me. It's
they fucking I can't stand them. I can't.
no,
They really can't stand them. They drive me up a wall. He's not funny. It's
he's
the same
not.
joke over again, and it wasn't
Hmm.
funny the second time he did it. The first time you laughed at it because it was dad joke. But got good dads with good dad jokes have lots of them. He was one trick pony. So let's move on to four. I mean, but this is the first time superhero couple got married.
Okay. So technically, Elongated Man and Sue Dearborn were married the year or two before.
Oh, really? I did not know
Yeah,
that. I
in her
didn't even.
first appearance, which is if you let me. So technically, Ralph and Sue did it before Reed and Sue. So just let me have this. Let me
No,
grasp at
man, you
straws
deserve
for.
that one. I'm glad. I'm like good. I prefer Ralph and Sue over Reed and Sue. I feel for Sue, man. Reed, can be a crap husband.
I take it back. They were born or they were married 4 years prior in 1961.
Wow. Wow. That's good to know. Is that in that first volume, that
Yeah.
DC Finest?
Yes, yes. So you don't. Basically, that's just kind of the lead into the main like Flash and Elongated Man story. It's like, oh, Ralph is now his identity's public and he's married to Sue. And there's no build up to that at all. It's just, oh, here's a new character.
Okay. That's good.
Eh,
Well, they were creating. I mean, I got to give Silver Age, Flash and stuff, and I haven't read it. Me and Kirby are talking about it. I think I feel like I need to kind of maybe get that or read those issues. I think they're in the ad, but God forbid they're not. Um, to read those, um, I just not the berry guy. But I love Ralph and Sue.
mhm.
Ralph and Sue are great. Sue alive again? Is Sue alive again
I have no idea.
in modern
I'm gonna go
canon?
with yes because everyone's alive again.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. You know. So let me go back. I'm going to get back to when we move on. Not go back. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to also resituate myself because my one of my legs has a nerve block on it and it's wearing off, so it feels like 1,000 ants are dancing all over my foot. Not pain, just weird. It's like, oh, that medication's wearing off. So we're
Ross,
gonna,
you get all the passes for however many episodes you do during this period
dude.
of
It's
your
something to
life.
do. It's something to do. I mean, I'm reading a lot. I'm halfway through that Silver Surfer omnibus.
Good,
Um,
so good.
so good. Ron Lim came and I kind of maybe cried a little bit. Uh,
Oh
no,
no.
it's so good. I'm like going, oh, it was perfect, spot on at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the perfect replacement for Marshall Rogers.
He
I
absolutely
don't
is.
think, yeah. And I just read the Marshall Rogers one he wrote. The last one he did, he wrote it. It was the one with the weapon elder. Forget what his name is. He's just cartoon dude. Um, but we're going into one of the big events. We're going to find out Medusa's, we're going to meet the Inhumans. We're going to read chapters 1 and 2 of the first Inhuman story.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm very excited. So this was released on August 10th, 1965, cover date 1965. Um, It has a cover by Jack Kirby, Vinnie Colleta, Stan Goldberg, Sam Rosen. Again, the cover was great.
I'm not a big fan of all the blank white in the background. Like even if it was like just a different color, I think it would have helped. me
Yeah, that's
tremendously.
it. I mean, I like that that they put a lot of vibrant color in Dragon Man, and he's not green on the inside, is he?
No, he's gray on the inside. This happened the last time he appeared too. It's like he's green on the cover, but he's gray on the inside. So I have no.
I think they're changing it for contrast. To
Okay.
if that's gray and the buildings are gray, he can't be gray.
Yeah, no, that
So
makes
that makes sense
sense.
because I was like how the buildings are gray and but the heroes, the characters are very super bright. So I really, really like it. Um, and it's Vinny's not messed it up, but we don't have to worry about that because
Yeah.
um, this time it's written by Stan, penciled by Jack, inked by Joe Sinnott, and letters by Sam Rosen. Joe Sinnott will now become the house editor of this book until Burn. When Byrne comes back, when Byrne comes takes over the book as writer artist,
Yep.
Joe is no longer required, which is I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's
It's perfectly fine. You're giving the book to the guy, and Byrne did. You understand why he didn't want. I get why he didn't want. He wanted to look more like early Kirby. I have a feeling a little more, a little darker. But Sinnott makes the book sometimes. I think I'm happy he's here. This first issue's not 100% Sinnott. The next one's not, but you get like the next issue. It looks like
it looks
there.
like yeah, it's like it takes him 3 issues to figure it out, but once he figures it out, he ain't going
It
nowhere.
I think it improves the art geometrically. As
Yes.
much as I love Jack, I do. And Jack is doing great things in these early issues, but there's this finish that Sinnott gives his work that is clean and precise, and you still have all the Kirby stuff in it. Does that make
Yes.
sense?
100% because I think he adds again a little layer of depth and like a little detail. Like I'm looking at the splash page, you see Gorgon has really hairy arms, for example, and it's like okay, that's a nice. It adds a little bit of depth.
It does, and Reed's face, and it takes him a couple issues to get Sue,
Sure.
but he gets Sue. Sue never looks bad. Sue always looks very unique from here on out for everybody who draws it because he will correct it.
Yes.
I think
And
he's there for a reason. FF has to have a flagship look. They want it to always, and it really. You go to John Buscema, you go to Rick Buckler, you go to George Perez, you go to Byrne, you go to Kevin Pollard. You
I
know what I
think Bill
mean?
Sinkovich is even in there for a little
Mike's.
bit.
That's weird.
That's
It's really
I'm sure he's doing the
weird.
house style, but still.
It's still weird. It's weird. But it does. It tidies it up, except on page 2.
Uh, yeah, his
Okay.
bend is okay. Before we get to the real thing on page 2, his bend does look a little weird.
Yeah, it does right now. But the Ben that I will have for 20 years, that perfect Ben Grimm. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The eyebrows always the same. The face is very round. He's like he's rocky, but he's got a lot of curve. Um, so yeah, but I don't know. That profile is nice. I like it, but it's different than I don't see that.
like it's the brow is like kind of not separated yet, like that, like we've seen that before, so it's not like it looks wrong. It's not
Oh,
how
I
we
see what you
know.
mean. He's got a little hexagon divot, like right between the eyebrows.
Yeah,
That's
I think
new.
that's what
I
it
never had
is.
noticed it. No, that's weird. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Um, but it's such a nice polish. So let's talk about page 2 and a little bit on
Jesus
page 2.
Christ.
She comes in a frilly pink. It's like porn. It's like this. Well, I don't know what their fucking kink is, and I don't want to. Is this a French maid thing that you're doing? It's just so. It's. I understand why people can now, like, if a kid 20 years old was to read this, they would be like, "I'm throwing fuck. I'm not reading this. This is stupid."
Yeah,
It is. It's
it's bad.
really. It
It's bad.
doesn't age at all. I don't think. I think it's like probably like 17. Even as a teenager, 10 years after this book, I would have been like, no,
This,
this is stupid.
this is real retro. Like I don't know what's worse, the fact that Reed is giving her a dishwasher as her wedding present. She's in I don't know, it's all bad. And you can kind of tell, okay, if I were to make any kind of like funny haha, it's like, oh, this is so old. Like a dishwasher isn't like a real thing yet in 1965.
Oh no, no, it's not. You wash it by hand,
Yeah.
or it was something that was outside, and they were around like a, and you cranked it and you spun it and you ran water over it. You put soap in it, and and it was just a fucking hand crank thing. They were expensive. That was expensive. But this is, yeah, he makes her a super duper one. You need this. It's like she goes, you make a sandwich. I'm not cooking for you three assholes. I think in the movie that's why they have Ben be the cook in that scene, and they keep
Yeah,
showing it.
it just makes it easy. Oh yeah, it's like cool. Let's just sidestep some of those problems here.
Yeah. So, but it's just, we almost have a Ben and Johnny fight. Thank God it was short.
Yep.
But this is basically Medusa. So what?
Okay, so I actually have a little. Okay, so even though we get this like domestic scene, if I were to try and give Stan and Jack credit on this, it's okay. We're giving you what you have expected up to this point, but we're just totally gonna take you in a whole other direction and kind of forget what we've set up before.
Yeah, I like this. So they have a synopsis in here. It's not too long. And I'm just gonna pick up from where we're at, so I don't have to read. It's not long. It's just a little bit. Johnny takes him to. Okay, so Johnny goes. He takes this beautiful blue and white sports car. It is very good. I think it's cool. Um, Johnny is assaulted by an earthquake jolt that it surprises Johnny. He finds himself being held hostage by Medusa. The earthquake jolt was by Gorgon. Gorgon uses his feet, causes large shock waves as he steals the Fantastic Four's whirly bird. Johnny takes Medusa to the location where the FF previously fought Dragon Man. When Medusa uses her vacuum gun on Johnny to make him flame off, it awakens the Dragon Man. Okay. The Dragon Man believes that Medusa is Invisible Girl, so when Gorgon arrives to take Medusa, the Dragon Man defends her. As Medusa tries to escape the scene, the Dragon Man captures Medusa and flies back to the city. Dragon Man gets in a clash with both Fantastic Four and Gorgon. Gorgon claims that he and Medusa are of the same race and that she is forbidden to mingle with others. During the fight, Sue is taken away by Dragon Man while Gorgon causes an entire building to collapse under the FF's feet. So,
Good synopsis, honestly.
I was even, it doesn't need to be five. There's some of these are like 10 paragraphs. It's a 22-page 1965 comic. No,
Oh,
no.
don't get me started. There was a Captain Carrot one that I'm like, this is why I just do that series in the way I do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like crazy. But the action in this is great.
Oh my God.
It's so good. Meeting her. Medusa is gonna, I'm in my read through, I'm up to where I think I'm near the end where she's about to leave because Sue's back.
Yeah.
But she was a big part of she was. It took years for her not to be as important part of the FF as I thought of her as one. Because when I
Right.
was a kid, she was the first one. She was in the first kind of group I was, and then Jennifer came, like, and
And
then I have not read much of this Simonson and Englehart, which is just I've just never taken the time to go do it.
she's not, I don't think Medusa's ever in that.
Yeah, but
And
I'm saying, but that more and more they have more and more newer members.
yes.
I still think of her as like her, Crystal, and Jennifer as tier one, and everyone else is tier. Well, I would even some of the ones that were
I would
further
throw
ahead.
Sharon Ventura into that tier as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Scott
I'm
Lang
reading.
is tier two, honestly.
Yeah, he's tier two. I like Scott Lang. I like Scott Lang
I
in
do
that
too, but
book.
it's like, eh.
Yeah. And I've been reading the Astonishing Avengers like Go comic, their web comic
Uh-huh.
for the Avenger. It's a Caps team with this quick response group, and Sharon Ventura recruits Wasp, Photon, and She-Hulk to help her because there's something going on with the Super Ladies Wrestling League. There's criminal intent or something.
Okay.
So, it's okay. It's okay. It was nice to see her. Nice to see her turn. She can turn she thing on and off, which is cool. Which is allows her to be she thing and not always have to do the grotesque monster thing.
Right.
That's Ben's shtick. But I like this. And the scene with Johnny in the car,
That is such a
that panel on the
great
top of
car.
page 4.
Yeah, it looks, and oh my God, just again to sing, even though yeah, Sinnott's not 100% where he's gonna be, but it's like you can just see the upgrade to where Medusa has depth to her mask and face and hair, and it's like, thank you.
Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. And there's also a style to it. You know what it really kind of reminds me of right now? I'm looking at it, reminds me of like when Giffen was doing his early Kirby, when he
Oh, I
was
can
inked
see
really
that.
well, like when Wood was inking him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. It's like he grew up reading this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, I love that stuff. I also love his challenges in there, and I've been fixated. I keep thinking about going and rereading them.
It's worth it.
Um, it is. People were. I saw someone dog it. It was like, you people are
Again,
just
those people are
tasteless.
wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong. And Dead Man and Swamp Thing make perfectly logical members of the challengers. But I do like the battle. I mean, Gorgon is stomping his foot in the Baxter buildings, doing all this crazy stuff. Oh, he's climbing it with his stomping power.
Yeah, which I don't know. Gorgon, he's not one of my favorite
Yeah,
Inhumans. I
okay,
think
thank you. I'm that way too. I try on Triton.
he's not one of mine either.
No,
I'm gonna
he's
be
one of
honest.
my, I think he's the one. I like Medusa and Crystal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those two are clear cut, but it's like Gorgon. It's like you're kind of a reason why. I don't know. I want to save the Inhuman talk for a little more next issue,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So
I do like the idea that like Reed is stretching up to see what the heck's going on, and like Gorgon's foot just somehow breaks Reed's arm, and it's like, dude, that is like made out of
yeah, I didn't
plastic.
understand that at all. Why are you putting plaster on it?
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's but I do like the fight. Okay, why Dragon Man's back? I don't really know, other than to be in there as a device. I like seeing him. I like in modern Marvel that he's intelligent. He can speak,
Yep.
and he is their nanny.
And to Sinnott's credit, it's like I liked Dragon Man when he first appeared. I think it was Chick Stone was inking, but here Sinnott has made him way more scaly and everything. And like
He,
again,
yeah, what I expect him to look like now.
exactly, yes,
He looks great, but he has also an emotion on his face. Um, and I like that panel on page 8 where you see his thought, but it's in pictures.
yes. Again, really good. I kind of don't remember where this goes in the short future, in the near future, but
Yeah.
I still think it's really good. Again,
And you
even
get
the
to see
fight
him
with
fight Gorgon,
Gorgon,
man. That's
it's
a Gorgon
cool.
fight's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Page 9, man. Gorgon kicks him.
Ugh, kicks through the wall. Oh, the fire. It looks good. It's like I don't know what I have heard that, and maybe this is later in the future. Is Inhuman stuff got worked? Like what was going to be Inhumans 1 got integrated into FF. But this is a great introduction because throughout this whole thing, Gorgon is a is menacing, and there's a lot of really good tension throughout this whole issue.
And it makes you think he's a bad guy. He's drawn
Yeah.
to look kind of scary.
Oh yeah.
Um,
No, he is. You can kind of picture him being like voiced by like oh, who'd be a good like me, like a Michael Dorn or something, like just a real. "Rrrr."
yeah, yeah. He looks like a Tellarite from the 60s Star Trek to me.
Oh God.
That's it. But and it's all this the fight on the roof with the Dragon Man where Ben punches him.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't remember Dragon Man being this big, but it's like it just works so
yeah, he
well.
had no, he I think he's that big
He
now
was
because he's
okay.
like yeah, he's like twice the height of Ben. And he
I'm good
wears
with
little
that.
pins Nez glasses now.
Yes, yes, I remember that.
I love that. I love that.
I I might I gotta go back and reread that whole era now as a FF fan and not as a Hickman
Well,
thing.
I'm going to use it. I'm off for a week, and I'm going to use it. And I think I'm going to that volume 5 is going to sit on the bed with the Silver Surfer with me because I really want to get to volume 6 because this is George. Oh, it's just so much early George. But it's just this thing is just this is spot on. There's okay, they have the her and the I think that Medusa and Sue are little when they're together, they pass the Bechdel test.
Yes,
Bex literally would pass the Bechdel test because they don't talk about a man.
yeah.
It's barely.
Barely. You gotta. I don't know. Like the Bechdel, like it gets misused too often, but like I would want to go back through some of these 60s. Like, what if Legion? I think would probably pass more often than not.
Yeah,
Maybe,
but
yeah, maybe in the
nah,
60s.
they'd be in the 50 percentile, but that'd be
Okay,
about it because they're not because half the time they're that's all the fucking girls are talking about.
that's true. That's true.
And the boys are like, you were right that was it no. Was it Jay and Jimbo on Long Live the Legion was saying about, all the girls had to do is I think you were cute and the guy go, you're my girlfriend.
Yeah, that was them. Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
100% right.
They are right. It's creepy as shit. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I was a 15-year-old boy. If a girl came up and went, I want to be your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay. I didn't have to ask you out. Okay. Are
Even
you
better.
okay? Are you all right?
That's how I talked when I was 15. Okay.
Yeah. She's always but yeah, it's built into the next issue too. We've had arcs, but now we're getting to this era where it's like one arc rolls into another arc that rolls into another arc, and it's pretty amazing.
It's like,
Really
yeah,
pretty amazing that wow, those are because I looked at it like wow, this Black Panther, Galactus are consecutive arcs
with one,
with the
with,
wedding at the beginning.
oh, I was even gonna say with only this man, this monster separating them, and it's like, okay, you have this man, this monster separating two, like, I don't know, it's classic, the
Oh,
greatest
that
single
is
issue of
right. It
Marvel.
is. It is man, this monster is before
Yeah, I think it's
Galactus.
no.
Galactus.
This man, this monster. It goes Galactus, and folks, this is a preview for the next couple of episodes. It goes Galactus, this man, this monster. Then it's Black Panther.
Oh, I keep putting Black Panther after Inhumans.
Yep.
Okay. Um, and I've read those. I was looking. I gotta remember. I gotta read. I don't know how well read I am on that Black Panther one. I know I've read the Galactus one because it's been reprinted at the Yin Yang.
Yeah,
In this, I've only read this. Maybe the third time I've read it.
yeah. This
And
is
that
only the second because again, it's for so much of well, maybe technically third. I don't know. It's like that's to me. This is part of the fun of this series. It's you're not getting my raw feelings on a lot of these, but you're getting pretty dang close.
they're the same. Most not so far. Almost everything has been a second. It's only the second time I've read it,
Yeah,
other than number one,
yeah.
and Galactus. So, well, we haven't gotten there, and that's why I'm enjoying it, and I also enjoying because I'm reading because I bought the archives. I'm like, I kind of read through those faster because I now I think there's a little gap between the end of six and Burn
Yeah,
Volume
I
One.
think
It's like 3 or 4 issues, not much. It's a really tiny number.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to double check it because I was chatting with somebody on what are they going to do for a 7 and an 8 and a 9 because it's
It would
just in a
basically
weird
be
spot.
yeah. So
No, it's weird, but it's this one rolls really well. And I like the cliffhanger of Gorgon bringing the building down.
yes. Oh, I love because it's like he brings it down, and then does his kick also like propel him and Medusa into the air to escape?
Yeah. He's pushing off to fly or something.
Yeah. Again, the way my luck has gone in comic book reading is I would have been the kid to have read the issue prior to this and gone, Fantastic Four suck. Oh, here's a classic right around the corner if you just had 5 seconds of patience.
Because it's night and day. It is
Yeah.
really night and day. But I also like if you in that final panel, the building coming down is it's just tiny with a lot of exposition around it. But you see Ben as this building comes down flying through the air,
Hmm.
and it's just perfect. It's just perfect. And then we're going to move on to one of the great covers. I'd love
Oh
to see
my
Alex.
God.
I would love to see Alex Ross paint a
I
version of
think he
this.
had. I
Oh my!
think this might have been one he has.
I
Let
would
me
hope
check.
so because I
Yeah,
mean, hey, it's my backdrop and on for the Zoom invite today for me. I mean, my Zoom background. That's not good.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, folks. I am typing because I am almost positive Ross has done this. Or it could be different. I feel like he has. Because what I like about this cover and we've seen the transition of like way too much cover copy to all of
Mm.
this Among Us, Hide,
Yeah.
the Inhumans. And it's like perfect. This is a movie poster. This is
Yeah, it is.
exactly.
It's a 1960s movie poster. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I could
Hmm.
see this. I've been doing a lot of bad movie rewatch or not rewatches. Just like I've heard of this movie. I heard it was terrible. Let's sit here for 2 hours. Um, and I like some of those 70s posters and 60s posters. I just watched Lifeboat yesterday with my wife, and the poster that's on the Blu-ray cover is kind of like this. It's got all the characters like you see all 8 people because there are only 8 people in the movie on the bottom, and then there's all this stuff going behind captioning, and that's kind of this one. You get your stars to the front, um, and that that's Reed as I know Reed.
That is exactly how everyone pictures Reed. It's he's not too thin, but his face is filled out. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, and
well,
he's not as skinny,
right.
I think.
Like you said, Sue. Well, this is also the first cover inked by Sinnott, and I don't know if it's in your on the digital, but it's like you have different colors on oranges on Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
J
just a
Johnny
really
looks
beautiful.
perfect.
It is a near perfect cover, I think.
Yeah, it's
Uh, I'm
j
wondering.
again, this we've had some excellent covers before, but this one, like we've stepped into a whole, we're through the looking glass here.
Yeah, it's such a great cover. Um, so I'm looking at the Inhumans that are on this cover.
Four of them. Yep.
Okay, I can tell who three of them are.
Uh,
Is that green one supposed to be Triton?
yeah, I think it's supposed to be Trident because he's throughout this whole issue when he does appear, but he's always like in a cloak or in rags because he doesn't make a full appearance yet in this issue, or
Okay,
like a full unrevealed appearance, I guess I should say.
okay, yeah.
That's not
Oh,
till next issue.
okay, that's kind of what I thought, but it's good. It's good. It looks really good on there. They've done a nice job of kind of pumping up the covers, the colors on the app because I'm looking at that splash page. Among Us hides the Inhumans with them trying to get out of the wreckage. Sue's not with them because Dragon Man saved her.
Yep. So it's like then we have the team work. Then we have Johnny flying like using Reed as like a giant net to catch Ben, and it's like man, Ben is like 600 pounds. How are your arm socks just not getting ripped out?
Oh, I know. It's insane. Um, and there's a lot of exposition on it. It's great though. The gigantic dragon man flew off with Reed Richards' bride. Well, okay, that's all she is to him. She's not
Yeah.
a
There's
valuable
another
member of the
real bad
team.
one.
She's a bride. Okay, that's while a mysterious being known as Gorgon had finally succeeded in capturing Medusa as well. Then, to prevent the FF from pursuing him, Gorgon caused the entire deserted building, so no one gets harmed, to collapse with an awesome ear-splitting kick. It's a really great page, and it's also I like it when Reed uses his powers. Sometimes people don't. You know what I mean? They'll skip it because stretchy guys are silly.
Which, yeah, I disagree with that, but yeah, no. And again, this is Reed's powers how I like them to where he's more Ralph. He's not more Plastic Man. Like him curling up
Oh
in a
no,
ball,
no,
totally
yeah. Just
fine.
hold on to my ankles and my arms, and use we'll pull Ben out.
Yep.
um, and roll into a ball so it doesn't hurt. But it still hurts. He still gets the wind knocked out of him. There's a cause and effect. He's not impervious, and it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you get the Johnny versus Dragon Man.
I really like one of my favorite bits is I think it's a really good dogfight, and it's Johnny in a really Christ-like pose, which I think is unintentional, going, "Boy, that was a close one. I almost got caught in the blast caused by his thermal heat hitting the atoms of the air. I better watch out. I'm beginning to sound like Reed." And it's like, okay, that to me is Stan trying to explain this, and it's going, "Oh." I don't have Reed in this panel. I'm just gonna have Johnny just do Reed dialogue.
Yeah, I've been listening, I've been studying Reed stuff, but it's great. And then it's did he make Dragon Man cry?
I think he like blinded him is what it is because he's going into he's not doing like full Johnny Supernova, but that's kind of what he's building towards.
Oh,
In Dragon Ball Z, we'd call that a solar flare attack.
okay. But I like Reed's like, don't do it, Johnny. Stay back. Leave him to me. I'll handle him. Yeah, you all are assholes. He was protecting me. Then we get to see the Frightful Four. It's nice to see them fully inked.
Yeah.
Right.
It's where
Well,
they actually look how they should.
God, Sandman, Jack, you really draw him ugly.
I'm totally cool,
I
but
am
he's still
too. But
not
I
as
every time I see him, I said he should be an Avenger. He should have been an Avenger. It would have been a better storyline. Sorry,
yeah.
because I think he'd be a great Avenger
Oh, he
as
would
a
be a cool
referee.
power set.
He'd be a cool power set and have him be finally reformed
Hmm.
and do it there. Oh, just that's just my dream. That's one of my weird Avenger nerd dreams. But I like them there in prison. Why would you
And
put them in the same fucking cell?
I was thinking that, but I'm like, I guess okay. Let me see if I can no prize this. Well, we have to have a special. They've already had to make a special cell for Sandman, and because if we take away everything that the Trapster has, he's just a normal prisoner, and we're still limited on space. So we're just gonna put them in the same cell.
Yeah.
Now, why they're still in their costumes, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. It's like, ooh, what the fuck, man? Give him something to clean. I mean, well, Sandman's like, what is? It's like you're just gonna be gritty.
Yeah,
It's gonna gritty. And when it also disappears. Where does it go? Is it on? It's again in fun form. It's basically going inside him.
yeah.
It's which is I don't know, but it's him in the Paste Pot Pete, the Trampster. I didn't read it until I read an editor's note. You know why he changed his name?
Why?
Because when he battled Spider-Man, Spider-Man laughed at him.
Yeah.
That's why he changed his name. Was in an editor's note in a comic. I went, and it was a strange. I think it was a strange tales. It was a Johnny. It's a Johnny issue. They teamed up and fought Pace Pop Pete, and he laughed at him. I went, your name's Pace Pop Pete? What a fucking idiot!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find.
I'll have to
And
remember where I saw it. It was recently. If I could find it, I will, because it made me laugh. And went, I bet Peter did.
yeah,
Bet the 16-year-old Peter laughing at a grown man.
again, just like I'm like, oh man, like I've been punched in the face by the thing, but that really hurt.
Man, that's not fair. That cuts deep. But I like Sue. The next thing is that Sue and Ben are looking for. They're useless as tits on a bull. It is. Sue's like, I got Dragman. He saved me. He likes me.
Yes.
Unlike you assholes, put me in danger. He protects me. Um, um,
So, I forgot where is it? It's like okay, the Dragon Man's back, and Johnny is just sick of like reading Sue. I guess I can't remember exactly. So he's like, I'm gonna call
he's
up Doria.
hormonal. He's hormonal, and he
Yeah.
wants a girlfriend. Why does everybody else they're married? He's pouting on the sofa. He calls
Hmm.
Dory, and then doesn't
She
it?
tells
But
him to buzz off.
yeah, and do you know what happens eventually when he finally hooks up with Dory?
Oh, like I
He's
remember she has like two kids, like in a.
she's she's got one kid in each arm, one kid hanging under her dress, the other in an arm, and she's a little plump. And she's, oh, I'm happily married. Like Jesus, Johnny, fucking how old is Dory? Were you?
That was the thing that was blown. I remember that exact panel. I'm going like, man, I'm trying to do the math here. It's not good.
You're a creepy little boy there, buddy. Was she your
Yeah.
teacher? Um, but yeah, he goes off pouting and he meets. I did not remember this part. How we meet Crystal for the first time.
Yeah, I did remember this from the first time I read. It's like, okay, yep, and okay, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I really like Crystal as a character. I do. I think she's one of the best Inhumans. She has the worst taste in men in all of Marvel Comics. Look, her
Oh, well, no,
boyfriend.
no, I agree the first two. I mean, I really do agree with the first two because they're both jackasses. But Dane's a nice guy. Was she just trying to break up a marriage?
Oh, okay. I didn't. If that's in later Avengers, I don't think I've read it.
Oh yeah, there's a Cersei, Crystal, Dane Whitman love triangle, dude.
Okay,
It's actually it's okay. It's interesting.
okay, but I'm
But
like,
Dane's cursed. Cersei's a god and not very nice, and Crystal, it's like I know, man. If you're gonna get off the horse and get back on the horse, you might want to find one who's not as messed up as Dane Whitman is. I don't know. Dane's not messed up until Cersei and Crystal get in his life, and all of a sudden it's slave. Well, no, that's when they start making all the stuff with the Ebony Blade important. But it's Dane Whitman is next. I don't know if she's had a love interest since then. I don't know what I've read her in the last 10 years. But I like this. I like this. It's very one. I like his outfit, the sweater, the pants. It doesn't. It's
It
not
looks kind of
weird.
snazzy,
Well, it doesn't.
honestly.
The colors don't match. The colors match. Someone would match those colors. Sometimes in comic book dressing, they'll go. I was like, why? Because we can only use red and blue. We can only use 4 colors. Sometimes the limitations are someone's going to be wearing lavender pants.
Yeah,
Um,
I can think of a lot of Spider-Man with that.
George Perez drew people dressed like 19 movie versions of 1970s New Yorkers well into the 90s.
Yeah, he did.
Right, bell-bottom pants. It's like, dude, I do not want to see your closet.
He's a comic book artist. He's that's the last time he could afford to buy clothes.
Jesus Christ. But you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I know exactly
He's going to
what you
do
mean.
it. Does it in these FFs.
Yeah, but I don't know. This is let me get say that is for some reason it's again I'll just keep it to Spider-Man is these clothes age so much better than whenever I see like artists do like modern day clothing where I'm like, dude, that came out in 2010. That looks more dated than these clothes do.
It's the 90s, 80s and 90s dress too. It's like the people are in leg warmers and it's weird. And it just, when I'm reading them now, I'm like going flashback. Oh my God, the way I dressed, the way people dressed was awful. I read Hyde Street and one of the collectors of souls on High
Oh
Street.
yes.
She, yeah, I just read the latest one where the snarky kid is trapped her in her diet shop. And we have the movie monster, who I fucking love. That's
You
a
really need to get Billy D to talk about that issue. It's such a good issue.
I got to get Billy D in to talk about those. I don't know if he's even read them.
Probably not, but you need to kind of force it on.
No, he's so good. If it's making me read a horror comic, it's a good horror comic, and it's got a click. It's got a click. A trick to it. I'm loving it, folks. Read it. But okay. So Johnny sees this woman from the distance. He walks back. She goes, "Stowe, you mustn't." And he's hit by a whirlwind. And they mentioned it's the air. There's all kinds of places. Then we cut back, and he's home, and he's thinking about his dream girl.
Mhm.
God, you are a hormonal teenager. Um,
Okay, one thing I do like in this is they're cleaning out like one of Reed's labs to make room for Dragon Man, and Reed just goes to Ben, "Easy with that isometric Framistat, Ben. Try not to shake it too much." It's like, okay, that is Reed just like I'm not even gonna bother to explain what that machine actually is or
It's
does.
Framistant. Is that a technical term? Framistant.
Oh, 100%. It's the most scientific term there
And Sue
is.
goes, no, it's a safe word.
God.
Sorry to put that look on your face, but it was actually funny.
No, it's I'm
Come on.
uh
Why is she in a relationship with him? He's a terrible person. No, he's not. He's not a terrible
no,
person.
it's they're just writers who write him terribly. There
Yeah,
is a
I like
difference.
it when they write him like he's kind of disattached, disengaged, and then someone messes with the kids, and he's this vicious, fucking. He's like, "What? My kids? Oh no, I will fucking kill you."
Yep.
Yeah, I like that's what I kind of like about him and Sue because when they're happy, they're very happy.
Yeah.
But
But they'll have their outs.
yeah,
Oh,
I think you make him disengage from time to time because that's what people like him do.
yeah. Uh
And and
it's
you also make her the leader, and that
yeah.
fixes
Th-
everything.
Yeah, that helps a lot. I will say here, still on page. Oh wow, we're only on page. This issue has a lot
Yeah,
going on.
this issue is rocking and rolling. It really there's a lot going on, folks. It was
Um,
nice when comics were full.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. I was just gonna say on page 9, that third panel, it's like Ben and Johnny dialogue is like, okay, that's spot on. It's perfect. No perfect. We're here with no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, I like Johnny in that page too. And Ben, look, he's got the unibrow.
Yes. Oh my God. Again, just
It's getting to that perfect unibrow. And then Johnny goes back looking for it. He's stalking the shit out of it.
oh,
This is
this
really uncomfortable.
it's creepy.
It's
It is.
creepy. He's hiding behind a wall. Hold it, lady. I won't bite. I just want to talk to you. Mace him. Kick him in the
Yeah.
balls. Because this is New York and that's a derelict building.
Yeah. No, it's. It is not safe for anybody to be walking those streets, let alone a woman in
Yeah, and
1965.
chases her through the rubble, and she sets it on fire because she has elemental pistol powers. And she introduces her. She looks great. She
Oh,
looks a little more alluring, a little more adult in this panel, but when they settle on her being a very
little
sweet, rounded,
teenager.
yeah,
Yeah.
teenager face. And we get to see Lockjaw for the first time.
I'll be honest. If I was Johnny
A
and I just
giant
saw
dog with
Lockjaw, I'm
antenna.
pooping my pants. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's like a giant dog with antenna growing on his head. What if I stumbled on Ponder? Dude, he's a fucking alien. It's
Yeah.
not a dog. And I
It-
love when we find out that he's not a dog.
oh, I hate. Oh,
You
which
don't
they.
that you don't think he's. I like that he's just another mutated inhuman.
Oh no, I think they. I don't know, I felt like they retconned that because I know what you're talking about, but they didn't. Someone retconned it where it's Quicksilver being an asshole to Ben and making you think that Lockjaw could talk.
Oh, I don't think he can talk, but I think he's sentient. He's not stupid. He's not a
Oh
dumb
yeah, yeah.
animal.
Oh yeah.
He's not a dumb animal. He understands what they're saying,
Oh
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
just
Yeah.
can't
Oh, from that
speak.
perspective, yes,
Yes,
100%.
that he just can't speak. He's changed the type of thing, and his needs because a lot of time their powers serve a purpose,
Yes.
and
Oh,
he does serve a purpose, and he is the most trusted ally they have
oh
because
yeah.
they all trust him, and he will know two are playing sides against each other, and he will teleport them.
Mhm. Okay, so before we get into our big introduction, Ross, how I would describe the Inhumans in like one sentence. How would you describe them?
Mysterious lab experiment that are abandoned in a city and or form a culture. They're like they're mute. They're the children of cloned artificially created life. I mean, how did the I mean they create them in a lab
Yeah.
using
Oh,
human D using is it primate DNA
I can't remember. I think it's in next. It's either it's. We'll be
next
talking about
issue,
it next
but it's just
episode. Yeah.
they're a lab experiment that was left unattended
Yeah.
and a society formed. I like that.
Oh,
I think
it's
it's a very with all. I mean, I want someone to do a map of Earth with all the hidden with all the hidden civilizations
oh
and try
God.
to figure that out. Go someone when if you do it, go have an aneurysm because I cannot imagine the number. And if you added DC into like did DC's that's why they have parallel universes. Oh, they're going through a hole in the crust and there's a gateway to a parallel dimension. Like, no, you ever what? Did you run out of space? No, we can't lie to kids and say that they're living there's you could live underground. You can't.
Uh.
But it's a lab experiment run amok.
Yeah. Oh, I was always like, if I had to like elevator pitch, I mean, it's like they're more than mutants, but they're less than Asgardians. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, because the Guardians, the thing with the Asgardians, they're no different than Star Fox and Thanos. They're demigods. They're
Yeah.
just people so far advanced that you would think of them as gods. They live extremely long. It's almost impossible to kill them. They can
Mm-hmm.
fly in space. I'm reading the same for the Silver Surfer. It's like, okay, all the heralds can fly faster than light and hold people on the board or carry them, and they go through some form of transport.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Star Fox is a humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
Why can he and Captain Marvel's got the cosmic bands?
Mm-hmm.
What's protecting Star Fox and Mentor and Thanos? So are they that like Thor can be in space? So are they on the same level of demigod as Thor? I think they are. That's my
Yes.
question. Would you say that too?
I would say it's, especially as I've just read Star Fox's induction into the Avengers, so it's like, yeah, he's definitely on another plane.
Yeah. I don't dislike him as a character. He was done for comic relief in the book. He was a
Yes.
smarmy guy. I would like someone to say when someone to go, your power is to seduce and you take advantage of it. He goes, no, 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 no. I've never.
Dan Slott did that
Did
in
he
a
say that
She-Hulk.
he doesn't touches them? He just makes them pliable, happy.
Yeah, I think that was done in a Dan Slott She-Hulk like 20 years ago.
Say, no, I've never had sex with any of these people. That's
Oh,
illegal.
okay, maybe not that, but
That no, no. See, that's it. If he uses it to seduce or he is no, I don't use my powers to do that. I'm just good at it. I have no problem with him. No, I'm not using my powers. I'm just good at it. Also, I'm a reprobate. I'm a courtesan. I'm not like you. That's the thing too, is I'm a hedonist.
Yeah.
Those are your morals. I wouldn't have a problem with him saying that. It's like I don't sleep with humans, you know.
Do you
It's
sleep
like,
with monkeys? No, same thing.
well, yeah, I know you're a monkey to me. You're not, I protect you. You're sentient, but you're not as evolved. And that's it. They're higher on an evolutionary scale. And I think the Inhumans are a little bit higher on an evolutionary scale than they're they're more than mutants.
Yeah.
Um, and I liked when Marvel was trying to pit them against each other. They just did it badly.
They get real bad.
They did it real bad. They did it real bad because it could have been, Inhumans come back to Earth, and that just makes both their lives worse because people see them as you're just a mutant. An
Hmm.
alien just did it to your ancestors. You purposely go into a mist and are mutated, and you're not human. So I could see the xenophobia. Um, and I haven't read a lot of the solo Inhuman stuff. Not solo, but Inhuman books. I've read the 70s stuff, it never stuck. I've never read the is it 90s one that everybody loves? Said it was real good.
Jay, I'm gonna say this
The Jay Lee one. Yeah.
flat out. I like the Inhumans more as Fantastic Four supporting characters than I do with them on their own terms. And
See, I
I,
don't think anything I really would, or in any other book. If they move from book to book and did stuff, I find it interesting
yeah.
because I like that the Avengers have a connection to them more so because of Crystal,
Hmm.
and they have an Eternal. They have an Eternal, and they've had a Titan. And they've had a Kree. If you count Captain Marvel, no, because Carol's now fucking half Kree.
Real, whatever.
I don't fuck
Not
that.
my Captain Marvel.
She's not. My Captain Marvel's named Monica Rambeau. I like
Yeah,
Carol Danvers. You could have called her Warbird. That's fine. She
yeah,
was a fighter pilot. I would have leaned into the military ship more. They do.
yeah,
They do. They are using it.
yeah.
I think, but yeah, I think they're great secondary characters. I think some of them. Would I want to read a Crystal or a Medusa comic? Probably not.
Nah.
But if you put them on a team other than the Inhumans and make them central to the story, they are fucking great. Both of them have
Yes.
been done well in multiple cases. Medusa shines as a member. Crystal shines as a member of the FF. It is now that I've gone back and read that. I always like, was it really that much of a deal? Was she a member? It was like, yeah, yeah, I like that. I really, really like it. And I like that they lean into that all these people were. And I finally read the issue where they explained how Iceman says he's a member. And I absolutely agree with him. 100%. It makes sense. Seems like the swordsman that it happened that far back and that it pissed Johnny off. I think it's one of the best bits of business they've added to FF in the last 25 years. It is great. And I like the sensitive Bobby Drake a great deal. I really like how they've changed him in the last 25 years. Um, and I, the gay has been gay. I've never had a problem with it.
Nope.
No. And
Now, how they revealed it, sure,
yeah,
I get that.
straight guys. I don't know. There's some, but he's a sweet kid.
Oh
He's
yeah, yeah,
still a sweet kid, and he was always a sweet kid. And when he's written as a sweet kid, he's the opposite of Johnny.
yeah.
He's a
Huh?
nice
The fire
guy.
and ice guy are different.
Yeah. Johnny, you're a dick, and Bobby's actually a nice guy. And that's why your family likes him more than they like you.
Yeah.
So they were going to replace him in 15 minutes. You were going, oh, thank God, Bobby at least will clean up after himself. But we get to see Crystal take him underground. We get to see them corral Dragon. They have to keep knocking him at Ben. Read him, Ben. Stop fucking with him. Leave him alone.
I know. If you just let him follow Sue for a bit, he'll calm down. Jesus Christ. Then
Ben,
you have, again, just another awful, awful read line is stop sounding like a wife and find me that gun, lady. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, I found you the gun.
Click,
This is
clack.
like, yeah. They make him a little bad. I love it.
It's legitimately adorable. And it's
I would
like,
accept anybody like Jerry Conway, Roy, Len, Marv, John Byrne doing something like this as
yeah.
an homage to this kind of sentimentality. Because the FF, Sue is a loving, caring nurturer. And when they started to write her more as a lead character, years later,
Hmm.
she should be the leader of the team
Yes, you should.
at all times. I didn't mind it when Johnny was for a short period of time. It was like, it's your turn. And he was like, what?
I forgot that.
Yeah. But he was, I liked it. It was when Slot was writing it, some right before
Oh wait,
Slot.
then maybe I haven't read that.
No, it was maybe it wasn't that, but it worked and they didn't lean into it for too long.
Okay, but even with, and
I think
then
it's in Hickman.
okay, now I've really got to go back and reread
Yeah, I
that.
don't know. I'm not sure, but there is a time. It's not long. I'm not sure about his porn mutton mustache he has now.
Oh, I don't like. There's some actual things about the current series I'm not a big fan of, and
Yeah, I still haven't got to it. I'm getting close. I'm almost to the. I've got about 20 more issues of Slot.
okay. But when they do put, Tuck Dragon Man into bed, you get some classic. Okay, we're just kind of. I think we're talking before the show. This is, B plot stuff that we're moving forward with. Okay, the Ben, being mopey, and it's the pity of beauty for a beast. Might as well be used to the idea. Ben Grimm is dead. Long live the thing.
Oh, well, Ben, no, they're showing you that they love this creature, even though it is hideous, and you're hideous, and you're being a crybaby. They love you
Mm-hmm.
too. Why don't you just be nice? Why don't you practice what you preach?
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that the entranceway is a giant frog face when we get to the inside of this eternal headquarters underneath New York.
Okay, was there something like I'm trying to remember Doctor Who, the episode Battlefield, like from Seventh Doctor? It kind of reminded me a
Yeah,
bit.
it's Arthur's tomb. Arthur's tomb, and they find a letter from the doctor when he's Merlin.
Oh, such a good episode.
It is so good. And she literally was drowning. Him banging on the glass
I
as
know.
soon
Oh, it's like, oh,
yeah, he saved her life.
yeah.
They're such good friends. It's nice. They have the same birthday.
Oh, really? No, that's
Yeah, so
lovely.
they've been tight friends ever since.
That's
And
honestly delightful.
it is. They are. They're very cute together. She is very much like you're. Let me fix that for you. You're a little ditzy, but I like it. They go into the headquarters. It's beautiful Kirby stuff. I
Mm.
like Karnak. It's Karnak,
Correct.
like in Johnny Carson mind reader gag.
Okay, okay.
I
I know
think
what you're
it's the
talking.
same name. I think it's the same name.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
and
Johnny wasn't host yet. Or no,
oh,
no, he may have been by 65. He may have
uh,
Or it may have been Jack Parr.
eh,
Um, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just gonna look that
Johnny
up
was,
real.
yeah. But I like Karnak, and I like that he's got super kung fu powers. He can chop basically whatever he wants to do. And I
Yep.
like how he flips him with like two fingers.
That's so good. Again, Karnak, I like Karnak. He's a good one where you could definitely introduce him to any team and he'd be a good member.
Yeah, it'd be odd. He'd be the bird, the you know person in a strange world asking the data questions, and he's pretty much of a he's a bit of a his persona is pretty stiff.
Yeah, that is kind of is him and I Triton do definitely get the short end when it comes to personalities, I think.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Oh, and Carson started the Tonight Show in 1962, so.
Okay, he was okay. So yeah, he was always my Johnny, but he was always at the show. It's a forget. I had to learn that what he's the third host. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
Steve Allen, Jack Parr, him,
oh,
um,
really
there's
big.
whatever. I can't. I not a very. I never liked him, so I'm blocking his name from my memory. Um. So, but I like how we get to meet him, and they all got to use their power. There's
So one thing that I don't get is like at one point Johnny says like, "Oh yeah, I'm an Inhuman too." It's like Crystal believes him. It's like there's like five of you. How do you not know who all of the
yeah, it's just
Inhumans are?
yeah. It's um, but I like how they trap him, but he burns his way out and summons the Fantastic Four. Page 18. I love it when Jack takes a bold page with a single piece of art.
Oh yeah, and I love it. And if there's a little bit of continuity, but a little more continuity between issues, they mentioned Gorgon destroyed like the Fantastic Car off panel last issue, so that's why they're drawing this thing that Jack just wanted to clearly draw, and it looks amazing.
So cool. And they use it for a while. They use it forever, don't they? Then it keeps coming back.
Yeah, no, I definitely have seen it in stories well into like the 90s, I think.
Yeah. I think these and we get into it and it's like they're at that building and they're being observed by Karnak and Gorgon and Karnak chops to piece, and we get to see the cover. He's just throwing a chunk of building, and the final is Crash. But we get to see Black Bolt. It's really such a tiny panel.
Yeah.
And he's perfect. I mean, the costume's right, but it's not anything like it's going to be on the next cover or how he will look in the future.
Nope.
But it's neat. We get to that, and that because Jesus, because the cover, the covers in the next 2 years are amazing.
Yeah.
So the next one is great. Well, that's the 4 for 4. I really enjoyed them. The first one was, if I'd read it, if I'd read it last time, it's, like I did when I was reading it straight through, it would have gone, oh, this is the third chapter. But reading it out with a gap,
It
with only a
that
month, it was
hurt.
like, wow, this is clunky, clunky, clunky. And I love the annual, was fun, but it's just nice to see Sinnott, and we're 2 issues into this run of just amazing stuff, and I'm just
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. I mean, like there's like the Inhumans classic story. It's gonna get even better. Like I said, it's really well paced. I like that we're fully like, okay, we're not gonna be using the Frightful Four for a bit, but we're gonna show you where they currently are and why they're off the table. You
Yeah,
know.
it's really good. It's really good. And to get Medusa where she needs to be, introduce these characters that they're going to be an integral part of this book for now. They're extended family members in a lot of ways. I mean, 2 of them become members of the FF.
Hmm.
And it's just so good. And it's really Jack pushing the narrative.
This really like the Inhumans just feel
It's
more
Jack.
Jack
This is
than
Black. It's all Jack. It's like
yeah.
right now where it's like he's just drawing shit and Stan's having to catch the fuck up.
Hmm.
And I have no problem with that. So I have no problem with
100%.
that. And you know it's we're getting to the stuff to where when I was reading it, I was meeting them later, and then this was, oh, their origin story, for all this stuff. It just it's I'm very happy because I'm in the 70s and I'm doing stuff that's reading in my current reread that I don't love as much as this stuff. But this stuff is
Hmm.
just of a higher caliber. It's still an era I enjoy. And I like Rick Buckler, and I like Roy and Jerry and everybody who's writing it. Um, but it's not this stuff. This stuff is just so much better. And we've definitely made that final step.
Oh yeah, we're
I saw a little way. Oh, we're doing arcs. Oh, we're getting closer. But it was
yep.
like 9 issues. It was like, okay, it started, and I mean, I think what I thought was the last Vinnie one was good Vinnie, and then we had
Hmm.
these, and I'm like,
Nope.
nope. So, but yeah, I love it. I love it. What about you? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of like I said, it's like, wow, did that first issue we read today not hold up? But other than that, I we're there. We're in the era that people now think of when they're thinking Fantastic Four.
Is it? Yeah,
Uh,
it's it. Yeah.
there's just kind of, and it's weird. We're gonna go from classic to classic to classic for like the next like 4, 5, 6 episodes. So
Yeah, I think, what is it, like 40 issues until
yeah.
where you that the 80s where you think it gets a little clunky. And I
Yeah,
agree.
like definitely
I
in the
agree. I
90s. Yeah, but the 90s were definitely in a little clunky territory where well, hopefully we'll get there, but yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think, in Roy's defense, I don't think he writes a ship immediately.
No.
I think he finds his voice when he starts introducing his characters,
Hmm.
like Thundra, and um making Medusa a member of the team. I think the
Yeah.
book is definitely better when that's going on, and definitely when he leaves, there's a step up. I hate to say it, but he
Yeah.
he writes it longer than I thought.
He does.
But it's never bad. It's never bad. It's some of his better stuff, and it's solid. But Len comes in and with George Perez and creates the Salem 7.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. There's a lot of stuff, and they break up. The first breakup, which is Marv,
Hmm.
uh, the first big breakup where they're not a member of a team for like 8 or 9 issues.
It's a while, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a really good story. It's a really
Yeah.
good story. I think it's one of some of the better superhero. I remember Marvel superhero stuff Marv did. Because most of his, I didn't read a lot of his superhero stuff until he went to DC.
Yeah.
I think it just is FF, and if you fill in him something. Um, but this is so good. It is. What's your biggest takeaway? The improvement of, for me, it's the
Oh,
improvement of the art.
oh, the Senate, just Senate coming on, just
Yeah.
like we've said, I think like 5 times, 10 times in this episode. It's like Yeah, there's a reason he sticks around for like the next 20, 15, 20 years.
It's if you're going to give someone it allows you to have a house style with a different penciler.
Yes.
Yes, it has certain aesthetics. The rules of what an FF comic should look like happen, but it's George Perez because I think he compliments everybody. He
Yes.
he it he's you can tell he inked it, and that's a
Hmm.
good thing. It's like he's cleaned it up, but he's left all the detail.
Him on Buscema, it's like it's so fascinating because I can see the Buscema, but I can also see the Sinnott at the exact same time. It's really kind of interesting on
Yeah,
that.
he really lets he because Buscema when he does it the second time because he said Buscema does come back for a short run
Yep.
with Marv. I think it's with Marv, or it's near the
It's,
end, or the end of Roy's. It maybe when Rick Buckler left. I don't know why Buckler left because I like Rick Buckler,
I do too. And I think he's
especially inked by Sinnott. Yeah,
yes, exactly. Where it's like, okay, that's I think Buckler, and again, this is all Kirby seeing it from retrospectively. It's like Buckler, I think, gets a lot of crap for being kind of like a whatever you need to do artist without like his own style. I don't know.
I think he has a style. I think it's he does house style. He does he just draws a little like Jack. He draws a little like Neil. He draws a little bit like Kurt Swan. I mean, he just does it, and he needs a good inker.
Yes.
He needs a good inker. He needs a strong inker.
Hmm.
He never looked better than when Sinnott or Ordway inked him. Um, but I like his FF. But I just said Red Giant Size One, and his Hulk is clunky. It's clunky, but it was still. I'm up to giant. I got up to Giant Size One, and now where I did the 3 issues where Sue and Namor come. Oh, it's Sue comes back. He gets Sue back by picking up, because now he's just angry. He's got a rage issue. And he's going to fight the fucking Submariner, and Submariner is going to go, "Oh, I'm going to bring monsters." It's like, what the fuck? You chucking children. Sue, yeah, all right. This isn't, you know, you see him fight for, oh, he loves me. Yeah, you knew he loved you. He's just an asshole. But this guy is, do you really want to live under the sea with fish breath?
Nah.
Yeah, no, I know. I love Namor. I do. And I also saw it from a different viewpoint because like when he became an Avenger and Stern wrote him and I had to read a lot of him. And I read some of the time when he's an X-Men. I went, okay, he's an asshole, but I like him I don't mind him as an asshole. But he always, now whenever I read him, it's like, he's just a jerk. Can't you see this? He's never written as a nice, sensitive guy, except
No.
if it's his feelings are hurt. But I accept it. Reed's annoying. It
Yeah.
looks okay. It looks okay on the King of the Seas. And I do like that costume, that blue costume. 70
Oh,
cents.
that is a really good. Can't remember
Yeah.
who creates that, but it really
They
works.
talk about it. It was in an issue of Reed Richards invented
Redesigned
it.
it, yeah, in
Yeah, but
universe.
I'm thinking it's probably Colin
Okay, I can see that.
or no, I don't know. It can't be Colin. Maybe not. It may be Jesus. It may be Sal. I have a feeling it may be Sal.
Let's see.
Oh, but it's a great costume. And then he has a variation of it now. He's in the new Avengers book. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused at why you need to. It's a weird lineup. That's kind of why I'm like, okay, Black Widow, Winter Soldier, Namor, Klee, Carnage,
Wait,
Submariner, and
Carnage?
Carnage. Yeah, I don't.
Uh,
I didn't decide to put a fucking symbiote in it, but I'm not. They're hot. The kids love them.
the, the children are wrong.
I know they're wrong. My favorite symbiote is Agent Venom. Flash Thompson is a member of the Avengers.
Like
Getting
that
his
one.
character, I liked it. It was rehabilitating his character in a
Yes.
proper way. It showed a vet who is missing a leg,
Yeah.
missing legs. The only way he can run, I mean, he has lost both his legs due to his service, and Cap takes him in under his wing in Secret Avengers. It's actually really good, and it was like you fucked it up. You should have moved him to the main book, and he could have been like, "I've recovered from my trauma. Why didn't I help you with you?" It would have been a good dynamic. It would have been a good watercolor moment kind of thing. That's why I like the obscure characters. You can insert them
Yeah.
into a team and have them drive the narrative either as chaos, but not really for chaos, like changing it, or like they learn to be better. I want to see a journey. That's why it's good to have people that are in team books that are only in the team book because you can talk with.
Exactly, because when it's just a big seven Justice League, it gets boring as shit real
Yeah, I
quick.
don't get the big seven. I think if you're going to do it, have I'm loving Justice League Unlimited, but there are
Yes.
too many members.
Yeah.
But you have the big. You just in the old days where you had we have a set limit of 20,
Hmm.
so any store would have five.
Yeah.
And the people that lived on the satellite, the day-to-day guys that don't have a city beat, run the thing, and then are called on a mission from someone else, or they
Yeah.
respond. There's a way to do it.
There is.
Perfect world. Um, so did you just Google that costume, or did
I,
somebody?
I was trying. I couldn't find it on a real quick thing. I'll text you later, and
Oh,
you put up on.
it's in one of those. I read it, but I remember when it came out, and I thought it was cool. I remember
Uh,
the cover.
okay, I'm just gonna Google Namor new costume and see what I come up with.
He's only had like three of them.
Uh, yeah.
They're
Nope, that's
very
not it. That's not it. That's oh come on. I'm gonna put in 70s there.
Yeah, because it
Oh,
would be
there it is.
seven.
I'm pretty sure the Savage Submariner. It's 1967. So, all right, gotta go to Mike's Amazing World real quick. Do 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 do
Hmm.
do. So, Ross, while I'm looking for this, why don't you give your recommendation and then I'll
Yeah, that's a
give.
good idea because I know what yours are.
Yep.
So folks, as I'm laying up, I'm reading. I'm watching a lot of old movies. I'm watching Masters of Air very late. Um, and I have Apple right now, so I'm kind of taking advantage of it. I will probably finish up Ted Lasso and not be the last and be the last person on Earth. And I do love it. I do love it. But Master of Air is wonderful. It's about the 100th Air Squadron, um, the fighting 100, also known as the dying 100, because they were slaughtered at times. Fortress, and it's just really well done. I'm getting to the point where they can show a lot of men up in POW camps together. Um, but it's kind of like Band of Brothers, Pacific, which I didn't like Pacific very much. It just didn't. I thought I'd love it because I'm a Marine brat, but some of the side stories about their lives, it didn't work as well as it does in Band of Brothers in this, where you're looking at a single unit and a snapshot. Then they do cover the Red Tails a little bit because they end up in the prison war camp because the Germans didn't segregate African Americans from white African Americans because that's only an American thing.
Right.
Um, but it's really well done. It's really well cast. The battle scenes are amazing. It's beautifully made. I'm enjoying it. And I also watched Greyhound for the fifth time. It's a Tom Hanks movie where he's the captain of a battleship and he's in command of the convoy. And it's their journey across the North Atlantic fighting U-boats. It is all about that, literally that mission. You see a little bit about him as a person before he gets on the ship, just so you know what kind of man he is. And then it's just a wonderful cast. They're all really good. It's I felt like it was on the ocean with them. It looks fucking horrific. It looks fucking dangerous. It looks cold as shit. It's really a well-made movie. It is not, there's not no twist or nothing. It's just about how they literally did it. How hard, like the way he has to run from one side of the bridge to the other to go outside because he can't just go around. And it's faster. So he has to make a decision to what to do on either side of the boat. His best viewpoint is outside. So he runs. Um, Stephen Graham, the British actor, he's in everything, is in this.
Mm-hmm.
He plays this XO. He's really good. They're all really good, but I'm I like I'm in just watching a lot of war movies. I Googled 70s war movies and a lot of them came up and I looked for ones I hadn't seen and I'm looking at some of the ones I haven't seen. I went, I've never ever heard of that. And that might be a good idea because that looks fucking weird. So I've been finding them and I recommend it. If you can watch them, it's nice to see Americans when they cared about it, other people
Yeah.
and had a sense of duty,
Mm-hmm.
not duty. And it's kind of weird that I went to bed falling asleep after watching that, and then found out, we dropped some
Mm,
bombs. So I'm a little concerned.
yeah.
But watch them when you can. Also, comic wise, um, I'm really enjoying um, reading that Silver Surfer by Englehart, and now Englehart and Lim. So if you have them, reread them. If you haven't bought the omnibus, you get they're out there. The one cover sold out very quickly, but I got the cover I wanted. But it's just really some of the best Silver Surfer ever written. It's just so good. All right, what's your recommendation?
Okay, so real quick, that new Namor costume, the one we're thinking of. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure who just. It's either John Romita who penciled the cover, or it's Don Heck who drew the
It's
interiors.
Ramita. It's
Okay,
got to
that
be
that makes more
Ramita.
sense.
No, he would do if he's there. His job was to do costume design
Okay.
when Jack was gone,
Yep.
because
Okay,
he
so
did a lot. He did Tarantula. He did. I think he did. He may have done Punisher. I don't
hmm.
know, but
Okay, so my recommendation this week is going to be the DC Finest Kryptonite Nevermore. This collects all Superman and Action Comics released between like late 1970 and all 1971. So they released this story, or these issues, or the stories are printed roughly chronologically, which I'm of two minds about. On the one hand, I get that impetus. But on the other hand, all of the Superman titles specifically are one clear through, 6, 7 issue narrative.
oh, so
So
there's an arc in that one.
there is a
That
big
is
arc,
that
and
Denny?
it's
Is it
it's Denny O'Neil on
okay?
doing the Superman, telling a clear arc, but it's interrupted with all these action comics by like Leo Dorfman and Jeff Brown, and it's really disconcerting because it's like
Got
I'm trying to read this story here, I'm getting interrupted by like story like 1961 Superman stories.
so
Like,
it's going to work with certain things and not work with other things.
yeah, I really do kind of wish it's like you can still release all the stuff that you printed in this trade fine, but just like put all the Action Comics stuff up front and then just put all of the Superman titles in the back, and you would be a way less like it would just
Jug,
work a
yeah,
lot better as a collection.
yeah, because I kind of didn't mind it in the team up one,
Mm-hmm.
but Brave and the Bold doesn't ever have arcs.
Exact. The Superman has arcs, and it's
Yeah,
like,
there are two or three issues because when you get to that Levitt Starlin arc,
mm-hmm.
is it Levitt's all the way?
It's Rick.
No, I think yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
it's a mix. I think it's him and it's someone else, but it's him and Starlin. I
It's
can't,
definitely Starlin.
yeah,
Yeah. So
Martian Manhunter, Supergirl, Green Lantern,
yeah,
Spectre.
yeah. See, that's Len Wein, Jim
Okay,
Starlin. Then let's see, War World is Len Wein, Okay, so it's Len Wein, Jim Starlin.
okay, okay. It's a really good art.
Yeah.
It's fucking gorgeous. And he would Starlin was like, come on, man, just do regular superhero book. Do their cosmic shit. Do Martian Manhunter. We'll make him a space cop or something.
Ugh. DC really underused Martian
Hawkman. Oh
Manhunter.
my God, Hawkman. Um, oh, Hawkman, Martian Manhunter, Adam Strange. You could have done it. You could have done a space cop team.
Oh, that would have been really good. That would have been so good.
Yeah, I mean, Starlin could create a female.
Yeah.
You could have put Supergirl in it. I'll just go out
Yeah,
in space with you.
perfect.
Got put Kara in it. Going, wow, man, I'm with three of the biggest meatheads I've ever met. Well, no, John's not a meathead.
No, no. But
Adam Strange is. I always see him as this really nice guy that thinks he's a right. He thinks he's Flash Gordon, but he's really not. He just ends up being good at. He saves the day, but he's still just your average guy next door.
yeah, that's what he is. And it's like at least Hawkman at that time had Hawkgirl to kind of tone him down a little
He's
bit,
always a dick. Is he always
but
a dick?
no,
I don't
I've been
know. I
going
didn't
through
read a lot of Bronze Age Hawkman, so
I've been reading some like actually like pre-Hawkworld Hawkman. It's actually pretty good.
okay.
Like the dick aspects are 100% there, especially in Justice League, where you kind of need him to be.
Yeah, but I liked him and Wally just making each other angry.
Yeah. But outside of that, I think he's a lot more reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they really lean into it. Because when he's Carter, he's great. Now, I really did. I've said it before. I like the fix in early part. Well, they when they had to figure out how to explain Hawkman in the Justice League in
Hmm.
the satellite era. You could take yeah, but you're taking Wonder Woman out, but you're worried about a Hawkman. But that and they had the alien in that one guy, but I liked later when they made the tweak and said no, Carter was in that. Carter was
Yep.
in both. Carter was he joined the Justice League to kind of help them.
Perfect fix.
Yeah, hey, I've done this. So here's some of the thing. And I could see him and Ollie,
Hmm.
a
Button
man,
heads.
yeah, button heads, and it made perfect sense. And I had no problem with it. And then the reincarnation thing is cool. But yeah, the problem is like, what happens when one of the reincarnations keeps getting reincarnated? Because you've
So
killed him 3 times.
read the Robert Venditti Hawkman series to kind of get that answer,
I got
honestly.
it. No, I get it. That needs to be collected.
That was one of my for that near mint condition that I honestly did put that one as one of my Omni picks because it actually kind of made me turn how I felt about Hawkman to okay, I can kind of get it now.
I'm gonna give Vendetti's Green Lantern a shot. I may buy that omnibus.
Yeah.
I tell you, he picked up where
John's
John's
left. So
left.
so it's one of those like, ooh, I'm picking up after like one of the biggest Green Lantern runs in forever.
Oh God, did he shit the bed?
A little bit.
Does he fix his course?
Eh, other people do.
Okay, shit.
Like
All
I said,
right.
he has done some great work, but again, when you're following a huge epic run, I always feel bad for whoever has to take over
Yeah,
because
I'm looking forward to, maybe I'll pick up because I've got the Messer Lobes, I've got the first two Wade, got the Morrison, so I've got three, and then I'm just missing what would be the last Morrison on the other side of that. And then I
mhm,
got Johns and Flashpoint and the thing right after Flashpoint, I think, which is
okay.
the metal. But I'm probably going to keep going with Flashes. Maybe some of it will be in other formats if they do some of the shit.
Yep.
Because I'd like to read the Jeremy Adams stuff. I heard it was really good.
I think that was a really good series
And
or run.
I play catch up all the time, but I'm enjoying the Steve Spurrier Wally.
I've been enjoying it. It's like
It's
I was kind
very
of like
different.
it's
That's what I'm
yeah.
enjoying about it is it's a little more, it's a little darker and a little more science fictiony, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I'll say this, like I was just about like, maybe I'll pull this off, but then the current arc started and I'm like, oh crap, I'm back on.
Well,
Uh
that's good because I don't mind if a writer's doing 3 and 4 issues arcs, and if you have one that doesn't sing to you, and then you get another one and it's really good, it's always nice. Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, maybe that was on purpose that one's a little lower key. You're understanding. You're trying to not keep trying to top yourself. You're just trying to tell an arc the way it needs, and maybe your character just needs to solve a mystery, and maybe another time his family's in jeopardy, maybe
Yeah.
the Earth's in jeopardy. I'm not a big fan of the costume.
I'm not either. I don't
Just
understand why you want to screw with like one of the few perfect superhero
and you can just do a
costumes.
variation of Barry's and
Yeah,
his.
or Wally's, whatever. But it's like you don't what's the point of the black costume
Yeah, I did. I
or the
did
black on the costume? I mean,
that one he had after Flash World Forward, that red and silver one.
uh,
That was
that
atrocious.
was bad.
That was someone made a toy design trying to do a New Gods toy badly.
Yeah. Just and then his with the just I'm sorry, Wally don't have his hair exposed anymore because that's a kid flash indicator, and he's well past. And I've realized something is I think a lot of younger readers think his time of the Flash is like when Dick took over as Batman. It's like no, he was the Flash for like 30 fucking years. He was the
Yeah,
status quo.
he was a really good Flash. He is the better Flash for me.
Yes, he is without a doubt.
Yeah, I because that's a really one. I said Vic, we used to go Green Lantern's your favorite character. Starman. But I did get I got a very cool I got two action figures that they were from that first issue collection that Legends did,
Hmm.
or maybe it was Hasbro by then, but it's Alan Scott with a cloth cape
Okay.
and Jay Garrett in his Flash #1 costume with the tight, with the lightning bolts down the legs, the tight boots, the helmet's a little different. They're very nice. They're gonna go eventually when I can move shit around again. They're gonna be standing. They're gonna be lined up because I kind of don't have enough to fit in one shelf, so I kind of pick lineups of weird team ups, and I think they're going to end up with Catman.
I'll be good.
Yeah, so I've got 3 figures I haven't taken out of the box because I can't go put them on the shelves. But I did take my Hour Man out because I wanted to play with him because it
Yeah.
was cool. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. This is gonna go up a week from now because Kirby was nice enough to get to me a new a cat and carrot episode. I always get tongue tied,
Yeah.
and so but I'm gonna put that up today and listen to it, and then this will go up. And while I'm laid up, as long as I'm somewhat mobile, I'm probably going to do some recording, even solo stuff, so I can get some ahead and force myself to read some stuff. And then I'm gonna got some other things to record with other people. I'm gonna start editing a very special project because I'll have time to do my lines, and I will make my wife do her lines today. So that's getting closer. That is that's definitely what I'm gonna do while I'm laid up because that's gonna be time. So I'm looking forward to it because I want to share it with you folks. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, folks, as always, be safe, be smart, please be kind to one another, please. And read some comics, read some FF.
Bye, everybody.